Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Hey everyone, happy Easter. I'm Leanne.
And I'm Greg.
And we're so excited for what's about to happen today. But before we get started, there's only one thing you need to know, and that's that Easter Jam is for everybody in your family.
So kids, this is for you. Students, this is for you. And parents, guess what? This is for you as well, because Easter Jam is for everyone. Kids and students, get ready because we're about to have some serious fun and we need you to lead the way. Parents, buckle up because this right here is about to be Easter like you've never experienced it before.
That's right, no matter who you are, we want you to know that Easter Jam is for you. So the only way to not have fun is to not participate. So look around, see if there's anybody missing, and then go get them now.
That's right, because we're getting ready to get started. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay, hear me out. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who love these things and those like me. I mean, I just don't get it. How can you eat something so cute and grainy?
Well, let's see how your family feels about this. Give me a thumbs up if you love to eat these things, and a thumbs down if you don't. Okay, there are a lot of different opinions out there, but no matter how you feel about these things, you're gonna love this game. Your family is going to face off in the greatest Peeps jousting competition of all time. We're gonna tell you and explain to you how this works, and then we'll tell you when to start.
Okay, first, you're gonna wanna divide your house into 2 teams. Then, you go and grab yourself 2 Peeps. Now, if you don't have Peeps, don't worry. Big marshmallows will work just fine. Give Peep A to Team A and Peep B to Team B. Now, you can come up with some better names if you'd like, I don't know, Lord Sugarcoat or Sir Sprinkles. You get the picture. Next, grab yourself a marker or a Sharpie and give your Peeps some personality. Maybe a mustache or some angry eyebrows or even a fancy outfit. Just let your creative juices flow.
Next, you're going to prepare your Peep for battle. Grab your Peep and grab a toothpick and stick the toothpick in the Peep. Think of the toothpick as a joust or a lightsaber or a sword. Just depends on how serious your family is about this competition. Make sure that the toothpick is facing forward towards the other Peep.
Now the next thing you'll want to do is grab yourself a microwavable plate. Then go ahead and place your Peeps on there. No need for social distancing. Trust me, you're going to want them close and facing each other.
Finally, time for the big event. Gather around and put the plate in the microwave and then set the timer for 45 seconds. Now, I wouldn't let the timer run that long. In fact, don't let it run that long. Then press start. Watch at a safe distance until the peeps drop their toothpick sabers and one touches the other. The toothpick that touches the other peep first wins.
And as soon as this happens, you're gonna wanna stop the microwave. Trust me on this one. All right, everybody, grab your plate, grab your peeps. Let's settle this thing. Have your cameras ready. I want that photo finish. It's go time.
How did it go? Who won? I want to see some pictures. When you post your pictures, make sure to use the hashtag UCF Easter Jam.
I have to admit, that was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. And also, this happened. Ow.
Are you ready for another game? For this one, you're gonna need a laundry basket and socks, lots of socks. Kids, please do not do that to your parents. So you need to go get socks. Clean or dirty, it does not matter as long as they have a match. We're gonna give you a few minutes to go collect your basket and your socks. All right, you got your baskets and socks? What you're gonna do, you're gonna need 2 people to play and you're gonna need 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, you're gonna take your socks, you're gonna dump them all on one side of the room. And then you're gonna take your basket and place it on the other side of the room. When I say go, players are gonna race and grab the socks and try to make a pair and roll them into an egg ball. And then you're gonna toss the eggs into the basket. The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have scorekeepers to help you count, then you'll have to keep track yourself. Now parents, we're watching you. We're on the honor system here. Everybody ready? All right, great. We're putting a 1-minute timer on the clock. This Easter egg throwdown is happening in 3, 2, 1, go.
Families, come back over here. Who won? Okay, that was wild. Whoever won gets socks. Just kidding. Adults, make sure whoever won that challenge gets a special treat today. Maybe one of these things? Okay, maybe not. I hope you're having fun so far. We're celebrating because today is Easter. If you don't know the whole story of Easter, that's okay. Today, we'll talk about what makes today, maybe more than any other day, a happy day. But before we get there, I know you have a lot of family and friends who would love to hear from you. And to make that happen, you have a few options. In just a moment, you'll see a set of options appear on your screen. Pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter. Okay, so I just got like 9 texts from my crew saying Happy Easter. Thanks, fam. Nice. Even though we're celebrating a little differently this year, it's okay. Easter is still happy. And that's not just because of Easter baskets or peep wars or chocolate bunnies, although those things are awesome. It's because of what happened thousands of years ago on that very first Easter. It's the world's most powerful story, and yet it's so simple. It's so simple that it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, he told them that he would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow. Every Easter, we get to hear that story, and it is still amazing. Think about it. God sent Jesus to this world to have victory over death and all the other challenging things in life. The simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof that he can give me victory over death and all the other challenging things that might come my way. I like to think of it like this. I can fill in my blank box because Jesus is alive. Let me show you what I mean. I can keep loving others because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. Now, here's an idea. Maybe you can take a few minutes right there at your house to come up with some other things you could add to that list of I can things. I can fill in the blank with your idea because Jesus is alive. We're going to give you a countdown video so you'll have some time to discuss that with your family. Talk it over. And when you get done, come right back here and find out what's going to happen next.
was awesome, guys. I love conversations like these because remembering what God has done in the past helps me to trust Him with what's going on in my life right now. A great way for us to continue to remember what God has done is to sing about it. So let's stand and let's sing about what God has done and about what makes Easter such a happy day.
The greatest day in history. Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. Oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious way. You have saved me, and oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious name. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same.
All right, guys, before we get out of here today, we have one more challenge for you. And for this, you're going to need to decide who is the technology genius in your family. Maybe it's a step-parent, maybe it's an aunt, maybe it is an 8th grader. But whoever it is, you need to decide on that person right now. You got it yet? Come on, hurry it up. All right, good, awesome.
Awesome. Well, as soon as this video is over, we want you guys to go outside and take a family Easter photo. You can be dressed up or in your PJs. It can be totally normal with smiling faces, or you can do a silly one and make your face look like an Easter bunny.
That's good, right?
Okay, yes. Okay. No matter how you do it, take a family photo and make it awesome. And then make sure to share it on social media using the hashtag UCFEasterJam so that we can see your family's awesome style.
That's right. Maybe now, more than ever, this is a great time for us to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope that He gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter so happy. So from all of us to all of you, we just simply want to say, Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter from the Marions.
Happy Easter!
I miss you!
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter!
Happy Resurrection Sunday!
He is risen!
I love everyone. Can't wait to see y'all.
Happy Easter!
We just wanted to wish you a happy Easter from our family to yours.
Bye!
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter, church fam. I'm praying for you guys. I hope your Easter is fantastic.
Happy Easter! I love you and I miss you a ton. I hope you have lots of Easter fun. Happy Easter, everybody!
Happy Easter!
We hope you guys have a great Easter. We miss everybody at church. Can't wait to see you soon.
Happy Easter!